Eric Muadh, Muadh.com. Let's take a look at the reason why we should always use stops. This video here should sensitize you to why you should use stops, because there are forces in the market that are moving the direction of the general market trend, affecting pretty much all instruments, and some of these forces are not very easy to understand at all. So that's the moral of this video. Just make sure that you have stops, because the things and the forces that are moving the market are pretty much unknown to most of us. And for this video to make sense, I would encourage you, before you or after you watch this video, this current video, take a look at this other video I made in 2011. The video is called Occult Stock Market Codes, and it goes into an explanation. Right now it's unpublished, but I'll go ahead and publish this one for the general public for you guys to look at. But it goes into explaining and also further trying to explain why this current video is another reminder as to why we should all use stops. So check out this video here, Occult Stock Market Codes. So in this video, first thing I want to take a look at, let's take a look at what happened in 2015, this year, during this date. It was June 6th, 2000 and oops, so that's a 15. Pardon me. So that should be 2015. Okay, so June 6, 2015. For those of you who might not know this, there was a huge cup final. The European Champions League final was held on this day, and personally I had to drive about 2 hours to go watch it with some family and friends, because it was a big event for those of us who watch soccer. Soccer being the biggest sport in the world, this was a major date that was set, and it so happens to be on a Saturday, June 6th, which is the 6th month of the year, of course the 6th day of the year, and also 2015. Right? And so in terms of numerology, 2015 is pretty much a 1 plus a 5, which gives us a 6. And that will help us explain some of the things that have been taking place in the market in 2015. And that's why you should make sure you have stops, because really you don't know what's going on, and nobody really does. So remember, we've seen that a lot of events were set on this day, this being a 5, 2015. Again, just Saturday, June 6th, 2015, and that's what I'm getting at here, of this 666. Let's take a look at another major event that took place that day, and it was the Triple Crown, which was again held on the same day, 2015, and there you have it. So, and then you get the triple, the 3 there. Very interesting. So all these events were set for this, let's call it special date. Okay, and what was interesting here is this was actually the 12th Triple Crown winner. So American Pharaoh was the 12th Triple Crown winner. So you got another instant of 6 plus 6. Very interesting that we get all these 6s. So very interesting. And I think what is even more interesting, in my opinion, is the fact that if you take a look at the last Triple Crown winner, which was in 1978, there was a 36-year gap where there was no Triple Crown winner. So there again you get your 3 6s and your 666, and then after a 33-year gap you get somebody winning it in 2015, which is your 1 plus 5. Very interesting. So the question becomes naturally, is this a staged event? I don't know, you tell me. But before we go into the rest of the video here, just want to sensitize you on a couple things. So there's 2 calendars, maybe even 3 calendars that mainly used. Actually there's more than 3, but the 3 main ones is the most popular one, which is the Western calendar, or the Gregorian calendar, which begins in January. There's another one, the previous one, the Julian calendar, which begins in March. okay, March 1st. And so what I'm getting at here is, depending on which calendar you're using, if you're using the Gregorian calendar, June is the 6th month of the year. All right. If you're going by the Julian calendar, then August 1st is the 6th month of the year. And this is going to explain some of the developments around this time here in August in the stock market. So let's move on. And then there's one more, which is the Zodiac calendar, and it begins on March 21st, and here the 6th month of the year, and we're going to see why this is important, begins on August 23rd. By the time we get to why this is important, you'll see why all these dates curiously played out somehow in the market in 2015. So let's go to what happened here in 2015. Number one, at the highs of current highs, remember I'm recording this on October 25th, 2015. The current highs in the market came after a 6-year bull market run off the lows of 2009. Okay, so there you got your 6 years. Very interesting. And then we can see that the high, the weekly closing high for the S&P 500 took place in June, which is the 6th month of the year. Interesting. We move on, and again, just to remind you, so depending on which calendar you look, June is a 6th month based on the Gregorian calendar. August is a 6th month based on the Julian calendar. And so as we came into August, we were actually also trading at which was the 6th month of the year. So let's not confuse ourselves. And so what we see here is there was a major drop in August, the 6th month of the year, based on the Julian calendar. So there was a big drop there. But what's curious here is the drop began on the 12th day, or the 12th trading session of August. This drop here, this one day, which is interesting. So again, the 6th month of the Julian calendar. What's interesting here is the market was down for 6 straight days. Say there you have your another instant where 6 was used. Very interesting. 6 straight days during this big major drop in the market. It was also exactly 6 weeks from the highs on a weekly closing basis. From this weekly closing high to this intraday low on the S&P 500 was exactly 6 weeks. And so during this period here again, you got six straight down closes in the market, 6 days down straight. But there was a day here which was Monday, August the 24th. And again, you can see the August the 24th when the Dow was down the biggest, and we'll go into that. So again, you see the 24th is 2 plus 4, which comes to a 6. Very interesting there. But on that day here, so this day here was the biggest drop, and that happened to be August the 24th of 2015. And to explain that a little bit further, take a look at the Zodiac calendar. You can see that August 23rd was the first day of the 6th month of the Zodiac calendar. Hope that makes sense, which was a Sunday. So the first trading session for the 6th month of the Zodiac calendar was again the 24th. Very interesting that the market dropped substantially. In fact, we can see that on that day, August the 24th, which is a 6th day in terms of 2 plus 6, the Dow was down 1,089 points. If you add the 1 plus the 8 plus the 9, you get to 18. So there is your 3 times 6, or 3 6s, and so there again you get your 666. And what was interesting, at the lows of this day on the 24th of August, the market was precisely down. At the lows of the day, the market was down exactly 6.6%. This is why we should always make sure we have stops in the market, because we have no idea what forces and what kind of occult games are being played. Are these things staged? You tell me. Be careful out there. EricMother@mother.com. As always, good luck, peace, and blessings. EACS. Mwah.